coming back to the cutout on the center section, again, for weight savings, I went ahead and filled in this curved area with chunks of balsa wood. I had to laminate a couple of pieces together to get the thickness required, and then I just started cutting them in some wedge-shaped pieces and fitting them in along this internal area that makes up the curve. You just rough them in and epoxy them in place and let them dry really good, and then you can start shaping it. Now, the way that I decided to shape this was I wanted a definite line down through the center of this curve. So I basically started shaping from the top and then flipping it over and shaping from the bottom, and keep working it and shaping it so that I would have it basically come to a point or a line that would be down the length of the center of the curve. And I think you can kind of see what I'm talking about in this picture here. So after having it blocked in and start cutting it down using hacksaw blades and utility knives and anything else that will actually cut it, I just went ahead and worked it from the top a little ways, then flip it around, work it from the bottom until I got this curve as well as this defining line down through the middle. This may actually be a better shot of it here. But this is pretty much the end result after a lot of shaping and cutting and hand sanding and a lot of eyeballing to make sure that that line is there and that it's straight. Very, very time consuming in the fact that you want to go incredibly slow and make sure that you do not make any major mistakes, because I can't imagine trying to rip that balsa wood back out of there to start over. Here with the little bit of a shadow effect, you can see what I was talking about with this defining line, so to speak, down through the center of this entire curve.
Hey everybody, just wanted to say real quick again, thanks for checking out my YouTube videos, and just a couple of real quick tidbits before you leave. If you'd be so kind as to check out my GoFundMe page, the link is down in the description of these videos. For those of you who find it in your heart to donate for this new cause of mine, I've got another project going on. And there's some really cool things I'd like to do with this aircraft, and again, that's all explained in my GoFundMe. But if you find moved enough to go do that and donate, I've got this horizontal stabilizer skin, and donors will get their name put on this skin, and ultimately when this gets filled and the aircraft gets finished, this is going to be hung up on the wall of honor in my hangar. Just a little bit of recognition for those donors who helped make the project a reality. Another thing too is, I'm sure you've noticed that even this video that I'm making right now is of the same or worse quality than the video that you just watched, and that's because, believe it or not, this camera is the exact same camera that I filmed the original hint videos with. So I just wanted to point that out. I'm not really sure why, but I know the video quality lacks, but hopefully the information within is worth something. And the other thing that I want to mention real quick is, again, these are little snippets from my hint video DVDs, so a lot of these individual clips just kind of come to an abrupt end. That's just the way it is when I'm trying to rip these DVDs apart and re-edit them into small little segments, and they just kind of end weird at times. But that's it. That's all I wanted to say. And again, thanks, and I hope you'll come back, check out my channel, and see if there are any new videos and updates. All right, I'll talk to you then. See you.